Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So this video is very different than my other videos because it's made in a game called Islands, and I've never made a video on this game, and I was being hesitant to make a video on this game, but I was feeling a bit bored, so I was like, hey, why don't I make a video on how to farm in this game, because many people don't know many of the terms in farming. So why don't I show, oh, what's yield, how to harvest faster, what are fertilizers. So that's what I'm gonna show in this video. Okay, so the first thing, and that is most important, is planting itself. So say that I have a few seeds, let it be onion seeds. So I want to plant these onions, but I'm clicking on the grass and nothing's happening. That's because this grass needs to be tilled with a tool called the plow. Now you get this tool at the beginning of the game, so it's not that hard to get this tool. So what you need to do to use the plow is just click on the grass. So what this does is it tills this grass to soil, and that's gonna make me able to plant my crops just like that. But if you don't want this tilled soil, you can just click again and boom, you have regular grass. Now this could be useful for farming, but I find it really useful for making paths as a decoration. As you can see, it looks pretty good as a dirt path basically. The next thing is getting more seeds. So what I mean by this is that gaining more seeds from harvesting. So when I harvest this, I get one seed, and you get one seed for every harvest. So plus one seed plus one seed. So I have 155. That's a 156 after plus one seeds. But there is a small chance that you could get extra seeds, which is a really cool feature because you can get a lot of seeds this way. So how do you know? So basically how you know is that it will show a purple colored +1 and you will hear a little ringing noise. So that's how you can know that you got an extra seed. As you can see, that sound right there was the ringing noise. I got pretty lucky on my first try and I got an extra seed from that. And it shows a +1 in a purple color, so remember that. As you can see, there was a purple colored +1 for a split second there, and that indicated I got an extra seed, which is amazing because I need a lot of seeds. So yeah, that's really useful. I like that feature. Okay, up next is crop yield. Now this is what many people don't understand. So what crop yield basically means is getting extra from that harvest. So as you can see, I got 2 wheat. But as you can see, I heard a little noise and there was a yellow colored +1 this time, which means I got more than 2 seeds, 3 seeds to be exact. As you can see, the yellow +1 and that noise means I got an extra seed. So yeah, that's really useful if you really need some more crops. And just keep in mind that the amount of yield depends on your farming level. So I'm 61 here, so 136% crop yield, which is actually really high. So yeah, just level up your farming and you'll get way more crops that way. Okay, next is increasing the growth speed. So what I mean by that is increasing how fast your crops grow. So as you can see, these are wheat seeds and I want them to grow faster. So this is something called the watering can, which only costs 10 wood. And what this does is it makes the soil fertile. So this darker shade of brown means it's fertile soil. And the cool thing about this fertile soil is that the plants grow 33% faster on fertile soil. So if I make all of the soil fertile here, these will grow way faster than usual, 33% faster. So yeah, that's why I find this really useful for when you're farming or gardening. You can even water bushes. Every single plant could be watered except trees. It's kind of a shame. Wouldn't it be cool to make your trees grow faster? Okay, so another way to increase the growth speed of your crops is through fertilizers. So as you can see right here, I have 2 basic fertilizers. What the fertilizer does is it increases the growth speed. So it's basically like the watering can, which makes the soil here more fertile, right? So what the fertilizer does is the same as a watering can. So if I get seeds, let's say potato seeds, so I plant these here and I can put this fertilizer, and it's going to make the plants grow much faster than normal. As you can see, it's already way bigger, and you can even use a watering can and make this way faster. So the way you get these fertilizers is through an item called the composter. Now this is really cheap to make, and to get the fertilizer you need fish. So you go grind some fish and just place it in the fertilizer. The amount of fertilizer you get is based on how much fish. So as you can see, it's taking some time, of course. Okay, so as you can see, it's done, and I just got 2 basic fertilizers. So yeah, this is really useful when you're farming. So you can just place the fertilizers and then place your seeds, and they'll grow much faster than usual. So yeah, it's really useful for farming, and it's really easy to make as well. Okay, so next is faster harvesting. So what I mean by that is basically increasing how fast you harvest all your crops. So when you're harvesting, you have to just keep spamming the F button, and it's obviously a tedious task, and nobody likes spamming your keyboard. So the solution to this is sickles. So what sickles do is, watch this. I just hold down click, and all the crops around me get taken into my inventory. And this is just a stone one. So there's an iron one, gilded iron one, and the most expensive diamond one. Obviously the stone one is the worst, so it's not really that, good for this. But the diamond one harvests a lot, and I mean a lot. Like, look at this. This is insanely overpowered when it comes to farming. Like, I can just destroy this berry farm in just a few seconds, but the stone sickle obviously doesn't do as good. So yeah, you obviously need sickles. They're really good for farming. They're amazing, and the diamond one will take some time because you need to get the diamond mines, and they're quite expensive. So don't worry about that. Just get a gilded iron one and you'll be good to go. Okay, next is water catchers and sprinklers. So you see this thing right here, this is called a water catcher, and over time this bar will go up. So that is the amount of water. But what is the point of this? Now that is where sprinklers come in. Now this item will fertilize your soil for you. So remember how I talked about the watering can? So it's manual, right? But if you have this sprinkler, which is actually quite expensive, you need a crystallized iron. But anyway, you can just place it near the catcher and watch this. It fertilizes your soil for you. And this is automatic, but it does take up some water from the water catcher. Okay, so the last thing are fruit trees. Now, this is my favorite part. These trees are called fruit trees. This is birch trees. They have nothing special, just a cool white tree with some black designs and regular leaves. But this is a fruit tree. And what fruit trees actually are special for is, of course, the fruits. So this is an avocado tree. So as you can see, I'm picking up avocados. Each one will give only one avocado, and each fruit tree grows 3 fruits at a time. So you can actually grow these from saplings. So as you can see, if I break this avocado tree, this is an avocado tree sapling. So I can place that here, it will grow into a nice tree and grow some avocados. There are even many other types of trees. This is the apple tree, and you can get plenty of apples from your apple tree and make some nice food. There's even lemon trees, there's orange trees, there's plenty of fruit trees in this game, and they're really easy to harvest. You can just get some free apples, but sadly you can't use a sickle as them to easily harvest them, but it's pretty easy to harvest and get fruits. I already have a lot of lemons and apples just by harvesting them from these trees. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this video. So I hope you did learn some stuff about farming. So yeah, hopefully this video had good enough information so you can learn how to make your own farm, get some fruits from your trees, use a sprinkler, use a composter, and just get more into the farming business of islands. So I hope you did learn some stuff. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.